guys. Okay, so excuse my hair, I just woke up. I just want to start telling you guys about my whole like tooth journey as I started. Well, start is an understatement. It's begun a while ago. So just to give you a little bit of background, when I was in 10th grade, I had a cavity that was a hole down here, which then turned into a root canal that I never got a crown for, and then that turned into a broken tooth, which then had to get extracted, so now it's missing. So this one that's up here is about to undergo the same exact thing as having to get pulled. We went in there to start a root canal, they could not finish it. So right now I'm actually going through lots of pain on that tooth. It's not hurting me constantly, but if I breathe in hard enough, it hurts. If I drink anything too hot or too cold, and everything's too cold, just by the way, it hurts, even water. And I can't chew anything at all on it, so I have to chew on the side my tooth is missing. So I'm at a new dentist. They looked in there, they told me that my gums are literally right on the verge of gum disease. They just finished doing like this really deep cleaning for them, so they look a lot better than when they started. But there's two in particular that look the way they did when they started, so I can show you what they mean by that. So these, I think these two, if you notice, they're not as sharp as like all of these. This one too, it's not as sharp as all of these. When it's a bulbous like that and it's a little bit swollen, that is gum disease basically. And if you let that go on for too long, it just gets worse and worse, and then you have to go into more expensive and more painful treatments for them. I didn't go over that, thankfully. I flossed and brushed and mouthwashed every day before that, but it was only once a day. I wasn't brushing my teeth at night, and apparently I just wasn't a really good flosser, so there's that. They did literally prescribe me a water flosser. I hate this thing. They also prescribed me a supersonic toothbrush, and then they prescribed me a mouthwash that's supposed to help with the gum disease. I don't know if I actually have gum disease or if I was on the verge of gum disease, I'm not sure, but they also prescribed me a toothpaste, and so I'm just going to bring you in on what the process of using all these look like. For the water floss here, because my tooth up here hurts with literally everything, I turn on the hot water. I fill it like maybe 3/4 full of hot water, and then I put the rest with warm water, and it makes it warm enough for my tooth not to suffer. But I still get pain though. First initial sprays are going to be kind of cold, so I spray it out until it's warm, and then I start. When you do this, you want to like literally follow your gum line all the way up into it for each tooth. You also want to, when you make it to the other side, turn around and come back in and do the inside. Each pass is supposed to only take you about 15 seconds, so about a minute for the entire mouth. 15 on the outside, 15 on the inside, and the top, same thing. And it's done drain it, I put that to the side, rinse that off. It's time to now do the toothbrush. By the way, if you've never used an electric toothbrush before, or you haven't used it in a long time, like it takes a little getting used to, because you're not used to your head and your teeth and your like throat vibrating. And so if you have like a really weak gag reflex, it's gonna take some getting used to. Do it on the lowest setting possible first, and then work your way up. What I do is I wet that and I spread them on my teeth, the toothpaste on my teeth first, and then after that I go in and I start brushing. Now it's time for the prescription mouthwash, and if you have really bad sensitivity on all or just one of your teeth like I do, what I do to help that out is I go and I put it in the microwave for literally 6 seconds, and then it gets warm enough to switch it around without it being painful. It says only do this for 30 seconds. Only do this for 30 seconds. It is gross. This last part is super important, okay? Do not rinse your mouth out with water. It'll be 10 times worse. What I do is I spit for the next 30 minutes, and then I don't eat for the next hour or two. So make sure you eat before you do all of this, and then, you know, I will explain in the next video kind of everything, the breakdown, and what's going to happen in the future too. Thank you.